Alrighty. Friends, rodents, country persons, lend moi thine ears. This is your gal pal, Sapphire Smokey the Bear. Indeed. Chatters. Welcome to yet another SMRAT. Match 2 between Miss Plof27 and Mr. Shalashalska. Game 1 has been taken by Shala. Now shall we determine the fate of the match? Shall Shala take it all? Or shall a Game 3 be forced? Okay. Both of our runners are ready in the SRL. So, looks like Jay, who appears to be keeping the drawbridge, is going to drop. And we have got a hopping worm, a springing dragon, a floating turtle, and a spore cage for this hash. 2 6-letter words. What will this mean? Alright, and there's our countdown. GL runners, GRNG, GL moi, GL Mithra, GL chat. As we endure just the few seconds it will take for the stream to reach the restream. And we are off. Look at this amazing sync. That is incredible. Both runners are off the ship and heading left. You know, quite frankly, nobody heads right anymore, and it hurts me, to be brutally honest. But Shala is down the parlor. First, his timer is about a second ahead, and both runners are using Moonfall, making the Smoke Mistress very proud of them. They both get caught on the little ledge there, but both hitting a pit or two in the Tor ruins. Jay, I just type .log in the SRL and enter, something like that. Oh, well, in the meantime, as they reach Blue Bryn, we have a vanilla morph ball. Is this even a seed? Clock emote here will tell. Yay, Plof is immediately dropping down into the construction zone, as is Shala, to find a first pack of power bombs. That's what I like to see. As I like to go and visit our beloved pitchman up in heaven, the Billy Mays himself, right away, as quickly as I can. As, oh, a D-boost necessary to get the sealing item, which sealing item will not be necessary immediately, as that D-boost is not in logic, but regular bombs are found in the ceiling, which Plof grabs with no problem on the D-boost first try, finding a reverse tank at the far right, and Shala missing it with the Rio, but getting the backup with the Gamer. So both runners have their vanilla bombs, and we know what that means. BC, is BT. That Chozo mask is melting off, and we are going to have an early mini-boss fight. HYPE, and Plof about to go into the invisible bridge doorway on the way to Billy Mays, but changing her mind at the last moment. It appears Shala still trying to make these genuinely semi-tricky wall jumps on the way up, and missing the laying of that power bomb near the top to break open the top block. But more, this time vanilla power bombs found to the left, and blue Bryn power bombs. Plof again going meme route, as she reportedly went the first time, knocking out all 3 giant hoppers with a power bomb. That last one only hit once, but 6 more regular power beam shots will put it away. And Shala has knocked out the top block on the way up, gets the wall jump through, and lands on the invisible bridge. That jump is only difficult if you have high jump boots on, and in which case you might just have to press down to compress Samus's hitbox on the way. But I would always turn high jump boots off on the way in there. But both finding an E-Tank. E-Tank at the hidden Billy Mays item, the but wait there's more, and also at the charge missiles. Also both finding missiles themselves. Shala lands in the water, but gets back out with a minimum of trouble. Yep, Plof might as well be our next CFB. More vanilla missiles at the big pink mid-level missiles. As Shala finally heading left, a bit behind, but anything can happen later on. This match, he's also going to go left to check out the Blue Bryn PBs. He's going to be handed a second pack of PBs. That, of course, along with the regular bombs, regular bombs, will minimize backtracking to check a lot of these locations, so that's very nice. You know, sometimes they're referred to as vanilla bombs, but that's only the case if you find them at the Chozo. And sometimes they're referred to as morph bombs, but that makes no sense because all bombs are morph bombs, power or otherwise. And Plof picks up a second energy tank, a vanilla one, at the Edecoons. Deftly hopping over the trap door and cannot check the item behind the green door with no supers. Shala finding his own second E-Tank at Old Mother Brain. And is going to be on the way up through the climb, not choosing meme route. Plof makes way up to the Edecoon power bombs and finds some shiny PF flyers. Very nice. Well, half of the PF flyers. The speed booster will supply the other half, but gets that nice mock ball on out of the little pocket. And we'll make the next destination Bryn Reverse / early super. Shala making the pretty cool call to knock out the 4 Boyons with power bombs, which have 1,000 health. Pretty insane. So 3 power bombs, double hitting each, will knock them out. And he will wall jump up and find just missiles at the Criteria Climb supers. Just missiles as well at the early supers. As Plof pops open the pink door, finds more missiles, and her third E-Tank at Ron Popeil, laying a power bomb to find a Variasu. Suddenly Seed got freer. Oh, now half suited up are we. Shala will, I'm sure, will make that one of his priorities to check and be similarly rewarded. Rip runners who can't mockball. Mayhaps. For all we know, Speed could be on the way up here at one of these locales that Shala has not checked yet. That's on his path. Plof, meanwhile, is back out to the Ediconian jungle shaft, on up to the Jellevator, if you will, and to Crateria. As Shala collects a third pack of power bombs. The magic amount necessary to Crystal Flash, or to knock out the Metroids without having to freeze them, but that's still a good ways off. I was quite disappointed we did not locate my beloved Wave Beam last time, but it was at the Crateria Climb Supers. And even if Shala might have prematurely checked that last time as well, no one was going out of the way to get that, speed or not. So Shala drops in on what will in fact be Bomb Terizo. Door immediately slams shut right behind him, as we knew it would. A check Plof might not actually be making, or at least not just yet. Plof is dropping down the parlor to visit the cavity dental missiles first. Just missiles at BT. And a fight that will actually have to be performed kind of vanilla style, as Shala has not found any supers yet. That's a bit of a ripoff. One of the advantages to doing these randos when you have to fight BT is most of the time, at least, having some supers to put this fight away right quick. Either 2 quick supers in succession or 2 missiles in a super will do it. BT being one of those bosses that takes double damage from supers, and there's a precise high five right through the door. Very cool. Or a heck of a lot of missiles, indeed. Plof now has 8, well, make that 13 missiles. 8 would have been the exact amount necessary to kill Bomb Terizo with nothing but them. As Shala jaunts out to the landing site, hops in the ship, fills things up, and grabs a save. Plof putting those missiles to good use, wisely waiting 1 second before each for the next to take effect. And we see a little of BT's boomerang attack there, which either we see that all the time and it's just not coming to my mind for some reason, or it's a little less common. And Shala is doing this smoky style. He is not using IBJs. Oh! He's doing wall jumps. He was at the top there, but lost the grip on the wall. As Plof runs out right beneath him, jumps in the ship herself, grabs her own refill and save. And we'll see if she goes for the same decision. Shala still going for those wall jumps. With that, this is another instance I would turn off high jump if I were to have it, as Plof does. These jumps, I understand, are doable with high jumps, with high jump boots, but a good deal tighter. And she makes it on up with looked like she might have turned them off and back on. But as it looks like Shala is shifting techniques and going for the IBJ indeed. And a shout out to Fry Guy. There you are. As they take a nice little jauntlet through the gauntlet. Oh, Plof gets yapped by the maw, but is protected, extra protected, by that Varia suit. With 3 E-tanks plus reverse, she won't have to worry about health a great deal in here. Speaking of reverse tanks, a second one found inside the gauntlet at the front item. So, of course, we are going to roll through here to the back. Yeah, sure, we're feeling for Shala right about now. He's sunk a good chunk of time thus far into this gauntlet wall jump, but he finally gets it with the wall jump technique. Big congrats. And in the time that's taken, Plof has reached the shaft and finds space jump on the right, and hardly anything whatsoever of note on the left. Another very nice movement item now has 2/3 of the sweet kicks on Samus's feet. Shala needing to take a bit more time and take this more cautiously, with both only 2 E-tanks and a lack of Varia. With no suits on at all, this acid will drain you ridiculously fast. It is absurd. And Prof? Keep wanting to say Prof. Plof is back out to the landing site. Now equipped with space, we'll see if she so chooses and sees so fit to hop on up to the volcano. Shala resting in the Chozo's loving claw after getting that reverse tank, as if it might clench you in its claw and cause the acid to lower, like in the lower Norfair room. Wouldn't that be a nice treat? Would take away all challenge for the gauntlet. Shala wins in one regard, still using the Blat timer, but Plof wins by Smokey validating her run. Ta-da! Indeed, finding beloved wave at the volcano. And also wisely knowing to shoot just 1 missile each at those Alcoons, who have 200 health, but take double damage from regular missiles. So 1 missile each will do it with them. Jumps back in the ship again for another refill. As Shala makes it to the shaft, makes it to the tumbler, finds his space jump and missiles, gets the missiles first for some inexplicable reason. And Plof is debating which way to go now. Bombs out the blocks under the giant crater mass, but then chooses to go left. And heads back through and down the parlor. But then seems to have another change of heart and goes for Terminator, left. As Shala remembers the Terminator item, finds it's just missiles, grabs them, and is chased on down by Plof. As they both enter the same room and almost have another, well, kind of do have another little bit of a high five. Still no one having found supers yet. That, of course, naturally would be why Plof turned around at the landing site, the green door. But both reaching the Jellevator at about the same time, making their next destinations Green Bryn. Shala might have a bit of an edge now and make up some time, as Plof is backtracking via this maneuver. Shala is kind of going a normal route, non-meme route, and will check these locations as normal, and will get the... miss the mock ball the first time, but he didn't go far enough for the... perhaps he did go far enough for the gate to close on him. Plof struts on through the Decora Dance Hall, as Shala indeed gets the mock ball the second time, has enough missiles to spare to open the green door, is going to be rewarded at the back of Ron Popeil with a shiny new suit, and we are going to have a Spospo check, but not a save immediately before it. Plof is going to take a gamble on Spospo having supers, and could perfectly have gone for the save right outside with either regular bombs or power bombs, but neglected to do so. Possible soft lock risk here. Shala climbs up to early supers, grabs the missile. Plof is into the Spospo fight, is going 2 missiles at a time on each, as is the intended way. Think if your timing's precise enough, or perhaps you're using the turbo toggle, you can get in 3 missiles or 2 supers if it's really super precise timing, which I managed to do the last time. But Shala, after that check, Natch is now heading to the Etacoons, where he's going to get the E-Tank. He is not either going to be able to go through the green door. Chat bringing up the discussion. It's very possible that Spospo might indeed have to have supers behind it. So we'll see if this is correct. Plof's decision should in fact pay off, judging by how well she knows the logic and how much she has exhausted the other possibilities just now. And the Spospo fight is over, as Shala grabs those nice new high jump boots. And does not bother with the quick mock ball out, just drops, climbs back out. Yes, indeed, with the glowed emote. And there they are. Some nice, powerful vanilla super missiles. Spospo holding the goods. Plof indeed already went the meme route for the 2nd time in a row. So yes, we'll have the means to get back out of here and head back down and out, where she has already gone to the Green Hill Zone and down the Bryn stairs. Shala is still making the regular checks he has not yet gone to, but there's Spazer in the pipe, the Green Hill Zone illusory Giga Pipe. Always nice, of course, when Spazer shows up first, i.e. before Plasma, and everyone knows why. So, there's a 5th E-Tank collected by Shala at the charge missiles. No one having found speed yet, so no waterway check. Just more regular missiles at charge, as we discovered. And Plof is through to the red tower, and is heading up. Now, if this is me, I always like to head up immediately first as well, just to get these items up here at Alpha and Beta power bombs. And if you know me, then you know that I hundo everything, so I'm getting them no matter what they are. And Plof just dances around, says hello to the zeros. Shala is going to grab the save before Spospo, so adhering by the better safe than sorry philosophy. Oh, there's reverse tank number 3, picked up by Plof at the Alpha power bombs, with with some French vanilla power bombs right behind them, and perhaps a few arm pumps of frustration there in the middle. Oh, and Nom Nom gets eaten by a plume. This room down here, the Alpha power bombs room, I've started referring to as the power plumes, and the other one, the beta power bombs, I've started calling the hell plumes. Shala is into the Spospo fight. Indeed. Another fun way to meme it up, if you so desire and enjoy. And something that is included in my true completion kill hundo. Another little shameless, smoky plug, kinda, is coming up here with the early supers, of course, from the vanilla game, and either killing Spospo first and blasting out the green door, or waiting for the fight to start and blasting out the green door and leaving in the middle of it. Fun. There's a second pack of supers at the beta power bombs, and Plof needing to use one more PB to kill that other giant hopper. Is back out to the east wing, and she is hopping onto the next elevator, which takes you up to the drawbridge. What did I start calling that? Ah, it's not important. Okay, meets some sizers, deftly weaves around them. Meets some key hunters, ditto. And heads to the moat. Just normal, boring vanilla missiles. And I'm not sure she intended to collect those. Might have just been a little misstep on the space jumping button. But Shala closes out his own Spospo fight. Interesting points drop. Gates blue to put super or power bomb progression much later. Fascinating. I have something to explore in a future edition. And there Shala is rewarded with his vanilla supers and can progress. Plof is now, perhaps having learned this lesson from the last time, heading to the left of the dead wrecked ship to the dormant spiky room of death and gets a third super pack for it. No charge, so won't be able to do any X factors in this Fantoon fight, or for that matter, any golden showers. And, of course, no plasma or X-ray either, so no fancy schmancy stuff. And Shala is making a check I'm not sure if we saw Plof make yet or not. Is checking the wave gate, and oops, he ran out of supers doing it, unfortunately. Unsuccessfully. He has not yet been to the volcano, so he does not know that wave is there, and so shall be forgiven for not using wave because he didn't have it. And I have to forgive that one. But Plof is into her first boss fight, going out of IBO, interestingly. This is always kind of fun to do. As Shala goes to the left to do another check that I'm not sure Plof made. Coming through doing the meme route, maybe didn't have all the means yet to do so. Oh, but picking up an edge and finding gravity suit at... Oh, that's right, of course. Plof coming through here the first time and the second time did not have supers, and so could not break that block in the floor. Things indeed just got interesting. And no pause in the middle of collecting suits for Samus to stand facing the camera and the screen to go all psychedelic as your new suit comes on. So it's just a normal door transition type thing, and Samus's sprite will change colors. Plof is was getting a little low on health, but managed to put Fantoon away with that last super. So nicely done. Shala fills back up on the supers and goes for the wave gate glitch again. Too low on that first one, hit the block the second and third time, and fourth times. And, oh, I have it muted. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Fifth and final try. Got it. And how nice, how convenient. Gets another pack of supers for it. That will be his second pack of supers, putting him in theoretical Crystal Flash range should the need arise. Plof, having been in Crystal Flash range for a good while already, heading into the reactor room to have a peek at wrecked ship Eastside supers. That first power bomb was out of range to knock out the wall blocks there. and it's just missiles. So Shala heading out of Big Pink, or out of Lombard Street, into the Green Hill Zone. He is also going to hop in the pipe, get his spazer. Oh, almost rolling back away from it at first. Perhaps misjudged the amount he'd need to roll over there to grab it. And Plof getting a speed booster. The other component of those sweet PF flyers in Wrecked Ship Westside Supers. Now with all 3 boot items. This is going to be one speedy, high-flying Samus. She is going for the save. Never a call one can adamantly disagree with. To rush on down and through the sponge bath to the spiky room of death on next. Shala making a different call, heading to X-Ray. Some very interesting divergence. X-Ray, another check we have not seen yet, as Plof came into the red tower and immediately went straight up. So Shala gets knocked down and bodied a little bit by that waver, but with both suits, no worries about damage from the spikes whatsoever, really. Plof makes it to the wrecked ship E-Tank, finds more supers, debates, and resets. Does not want them. Interesting. Interesting call not taking those supers, not having found charge yet. More power bombs at X-Ray, which Shala also does not want. And he unfortunately gets a very slow jumping speed out of the room coming back in there. So he's going to tank a little damage on the spikes for the sake of momentum, running and jumping faster out of the pre-X-ray room, and farm some power bombs on the way out too. So Plof's next destination will be the wrecked ship Attic, where she is equipping power bombs to put many of these enemies out of commission. The Attic, I believe, containing 4 key hunters, 2 winged, 2 not, and 4 atomics. All 8 enemies must be cleared before the attic doors will be opened, only 2 of which are normally ever opened. And we are heading to the nuclear hub to check out the right side attic item. Shala, meanwhile, locating yet another missile pack, no longer desirable at this point at the spacer locale. And Plof, negotiating the robots, nicely clips through the second one, and just hops over the third to find Plasma. This is a generous seed thus far. Yeah, she shot the left side door in the attic, which is always the desirable call, as we once again clips through the middle robot. Extra impressive. Now, with Plasma just blasting through these enemies, no hesitation whatsoever. Always the desirable call, of course, to shoot open the left side door first so you don't have to kill all the enemies again. Which brings her back out to Crateria, back to the above the West Ocean, as Shala enters Kraid's lair, enters the warehouse, and Plof is going to have a look at Wrecked Ship Reverse, which is an E-Tank. That might be a prudent thing to pick up if she has energy looking like this on the way back through there. Oh, Grappling Beam at Kraid's missiles. The Tickle Beam, picked up by Shala. Plof destroying those podiums in the backstage bowling alley in an odd pattern there, making it a little awkward to get out, but she does. Finds power bombs at the sky-high altitude item. Finds supers at the Crater Maze item. Oh, almost decides not to take him, and then on second thought, maybe she will. Hey, Shala comes into the corpse room and shoots open the Ghidorah with a super, which 3 missiles will also work on that, just as a little side note on the Ghidorahs. Just in case anyone might not have been aware, but everybody probably is. Plof, unfortunately, used a bit of time deciding on those Crater Maze supers and had to pay the super toll a second time coming out of there. And it is tough to get the timing and get the spots just right to not have that block respawn on you first and not have to pay that super toll again. Hops into the bowling Chozo's claws as Shala takes Kraid to a dance. The ballroom ceiling blows up. Oh, and this dance is going on for a couple of lovely stanzas. Ooh, yes, and Kraid with that claw up, finally, sits back down. After putting that claw down from Shala's shoulder and the other from his back, and... Plof is going left here, first, to get these missiles at the gravity location. Shala, getting an E-tank at Kraid Varia. Oh, and Mithra speaking the truth. You can also shoot Kraid in the tummy to get his mouth open. Plof, for whatever reason, not going back through the bowling alley to check out that Chozo item. She knows what the wreck chip reverse item is. It was an E-tank, so if she doesn't want to get that, it's her prerogative, I guess. She didn't seem to check it the other time either. Does she not know there's an item there, perhaps? Oh, and here, this happened last time. Thought she soft-locked herself in that spot there at the ocean missiles, which was just vanilla, but this time having bombs, and a number of power bombs. Yeah, okay, Star's confirming for me. She runs Hundo. Alright. Well, go figure then. And a vanilla E-tank at Kraid's E-tank, that's gonna make Shala's 7th. So, now enough to theoretically do stand-up should he find charge and the rest of the beams. We'll presumably find plasma if he goes through the entirety of the wrecked ship. And Plof is heading back down into the... That's a good question, Strahd. All good points. Which I could not remember and tell you the answer to that question, Stratlog, but Shala is into the business center. Heads into the high jump area first, finds his 3rd pack of supers, so we'll see at what point, if at any point, he decides to stop collecting supers, as Plof perhaps seems to have. Another pack of supers at the high jump missiles. This is kind of looking like the last seed's high jump area. And wow, that's worth noting. 2 seeds in a row with all 3 high jump items being supers. Who rolled this nonsense? Whose responsibility was this? But Shala really cashing in there, and that puts him to an amount of more supers than Plof has at this point. 25 to her 20. Plof leading with regular missiles, 50 to 40, and both at sitting at a nice tidy 15 power bombs. And I hope Shala is not forgetting he has Varia, because he is leaving Norfair right now. I suppose he wants to go do Meridia first? He also has high jump and space jump, so technically lower Norfair is open, but he's a little light on ammo and doesn't have charge yet. So though he could also search out the rest of the upper Norfair locations, as he's breaking open the power glass tube, and he wants to check out some Meridia. His choice, a perfectly valid one. Finds supers at Main Street, which he will not be able to get right now, as speed is at the wrecked ship west side. Plof going to grab the Sloater's refill. Shout out to Sloaters! We saw just missiles at the Sizer supers in Meridia. Wave to gravity with Plof going down Red Tower. Plof has not been back to Big Pink, has not collected gravity yet. Oop, gets yapped by there, but just knocks it out nice and easy with a super. this... Oh, I see what you're saying, Strahd. Alright, there's power bombs at Mama Turtle and supers at the wall item. So Shala's gonna grab the supers for a total of 30. Hey, yo, Snake! Nice commentary for the 4 with Amadeus. Plof finding and turning down those Spazer missiles. Shala is gonna come back out of the bottom of the fish tank, and he's gonna head right. He's gonna space jump back up Everest. Oh, yes. SRA2. And Amadeus and Snake and the rest coming back to visit us with 14 new viewers. Yay! Alrighty then, Plof. The second into Kraid's lair as Shala comes back into Sandcastle Meridia, specifically the Aqueduct. Welcome SRA2, and he's grabbing a save, which normally indicates he wants to check the sand pit, parenthesis S. Close parenthesis. That is true. This race is really interesting. Shala was behind for a while due to using a lot of time getting up to the gauntlet, but then found Gravity Suit at a location Plof has not yet been to, as you can obviously see, as she is orange. Shala, realizing he has neither speed nor ice, and not going to the sand pit either, just going back out the door. Back to the crab shaft. So cannot go to... Oh, realized he did not go to the beach or the watering hole yet, so he wants to do this first. That's understandable. Weaves his way through 2 Skulltiras and an Ouch to find E-Tank number 8. Which again, I'm not sure he intended to collect, but kinda ran right into it there. He is going left to the bug room that I have not come up with a better name for yet. But I do appreciate its background. It is very, very true, Strahd. Plof also takes Kraid to the dance and arm pumps in celebratory fashion after taking him out, as Shala finds double soups at the watering hole. Still without charge, I expect if he's going to collect one, he's going to collect both. Indeed he does, bringing him to 40-40, his missiles and supers now neck and neck. Plof grabs that 4th E-Tank, plucks it right off Ridley's Varia pedestal, which, Kraid... Did I say Kraid? If I didn't, I meant to say Kraid, which I'm sure Kraid might not be exactly thrilled about if he were still alive. But Shala is back out to the beach, presumably now going to head back down the shaft and out to the aqueduct. As Plof is going to find another E-Tank here at Kraid's E-Tank, which we saw before, and grabs it as well. Oh, my presumptions and prophecy has been fulfilled. Shala is back to the aqueduct, and he's saving again. As he wanted to hold on to those supers that he got at the watering hole, and the other E-Tank. And now, he is going to go hit the pits. Which one will he go for first? He is going for the west side pit first. Now this one's going to be a little harder to collect the items if he wants them with Spring Ball. And this is the reason why in a vanilla Hundo run I would go right pit first and then go to Shack Tool. But, oh, there's a missile on the left, and an E-Tank on the right, so almost vanilla. And he's going to reset. Not interested in that nonsense. Plof is going to make a check on the Ice Beam item through the Ice Palace, maneuvering around those Novas, and gets her 5th super pack. So that's worth it. Still no charge, of course. So Shala resets back at his save point beside the aqueduct and goes down the right pit. Oh god, what oh god. He finds missiles on the left, supers on the right. Almost vanilla again. He does want the supers, so he's gonna... This is a bit of a tricky jump to get up here. Want to jump and then morph as soon as you make the next jump. So, and he gets in. Otherwise, you'll have to get up inside the boulder chutes and drop through those crumble blocks, or that crumble cube that he's right beneath right there. And Plof about to realize she's finding way more supers here once again at the high jump location, and she's grabbing them. And we are going to see Shack Tool. And Shala approaching from the right side. Grappling from the right side, just as perfectly viable as the left. No problem whatsoever with handy-dandy space jump. Oh, almost gets knocked back down the shaft by the Memus, but manages to stay on up there. That room is referred to as the pants room, but if you look at it... if you look at it sort of in its form as you see it on the wiki, it actually looks more like a pair of arms with fists on the end because of the architecture of the top of the room. They look like fists. They don't look like the hem of a pair of pants. Shala is tickling Shack Tool, making it probably a little difficult to do what he needs to do and get through the sand here. That's probably wouldn't be very easy for us to... Oh, and brutal! Shoots Shack Tool in lukewarm blood. Bully indeed. Gravity was at Mission Impossible, Gameaholic. And, oh, that's what you get for killing Shack Tool. You get the last reverse tank. Okay, he might want to turn off Gravity Suit to make this jump. That's, oh, he got it. Okay, nicely done. And he's back out. You killed Shack, please go to third race. And he's gonna kill Shack Tool again! It's interesting. Shack Tool with exactly 300 health, so one super, boom, that does it. Plof, taking the opportunity, seizing the moment, throwing a brick through this window of opportunity to go and do a lava dive, opens the yellow door, doesn't seem entirely sure of herself, hesitation going through the door, but bounces on down the steps. Ah yes, also true what SMRAT says about the supers game. Oh, Plof missing the wall jump under the top Namahe the first time. Ooh! Missing the jump on top of that Namahe, but luckily doesn't get nailed by any of the flames. The flames are 100 damage if you only have Varya suit on. And she makes it up. Makes it up and over, and is presumably, yes indeed, gonna grab a save next to the Elevator as Shala successfully gets a green gate glitch through that crab tunnel, or through that crabba trail, if you will. He is space jumping back on up Main Street once more, and I am willing to wager this time he's going to get to Everest and take the Meridia escape hatch out. Plof is heading left the intended way through the main hell hall, and is going to put space jump to good use, showing off her hundo running skills, morphing into the Space Chozo's claws, making it lower the acid. So we are going to see a check and possible collection of GT's missile and super items. Shala heads back up the red tower elevator, or the televator, I guess, as I probably started calling it. As Plof finds power bombs at GT's missiles, does not want them. Going to set off the PB and find regular missiles at GT's supers, and she will take them. Shala was heading up the red tower elevator. I was looking at Plof's screen for a moment. I guess Shala had second thoughts and realized he had not checked the Alpha and Beta power bombs items. But Plof puts GT away with 10 supers remaining. That is not a soft lock fight, as GT, like BT, continues shooting out eggs at you. More supers at Screw Attack, and Plof prudently charging up a Spark coming through there to very quickly and efficiently exit the Screw Attack room. Oh, Shala gets nommed. And timing the power bomb to wipe out 5 pillars. Plof does, and we'll see if she goes for the fast pillars. Looks like she is. Doing another short charge. Nice short charge, successfully leading into a spark. And there they are, fast pillars. Shala finding the not totally worth it items at Alpha. She is good, strong runner. Is gonna want to watch her health a little bit here with 245 coming into worst room. But shuts down the Cirque du Soleil pirates with 3 supers each. And we'll see if she thinks about the mouse missiles Mickey up here. Nope, just straight on through to the amphitheater. Alright, Shala is back up into the drawbridge, saying hello to the Sizers, laying a power bomb there, probably planning to open the yellow door, but I'm not sure it was low enough. Oh, gets a little bodied by the left key hunter, knocked back down the hole there, but gets back on his feet, shows them who's boss, shows that yellow door who's boss as well. As Plof is heading down Santo Poco. Oh, takes a hit from one of the amigos there for 100 damage. Grabbing a save, probably a pretty wise move. Shala wants the ocean missiles. And Plof is into the wasteland. Coming down to Lower Norfair, it's worth noting, without Screw Attack. So, oh, down to 70 health. Has to be, almost just narrowly evaded death right there. Unless she has some reserves in there on the auto or manual mode. But another pack of supers at the PBs of shame. At the personal bests and peanut butters and polar bears and punky brewsters of shame right there. Okay, so Plof has no reverse. Yeah, I was gonna want to. Well, was gonna want to watch it here. The metal pirates, I don't see her. Whoa. Okay. It went down to 20 there, but got some health back. I didn't see her having a lot of trouble with, and that second one takes her back up to 150. I expect she's gonna stop and. Well, yeah, it certainly better stop and farm a lot of supers before heading into Ridley. Shala pays a call on the Elephant Ghost. He has no beams except Spazer, but he has lots of ammo. So again, this will be a pretty standard fight, nothing super fancy. Ah yes, standard RBO style tickle beam farming in the pre-Ridley room. The best kind of farming. Funnily enough, on the Super Metroid Wiki Run page or site, on its damage page, I don't think it has damage amounts for the grapple beam, which I suppose could be because it does different amounts to different enemies, and also, or does not, I don't know. But apparently it does at least 40 on those Zebos. That's why I would certainly say best beam that is not classified under the rest of the beam. And Plof may have come into Ridley with somewhat sparse ammo. She's missed a couple supers there. I'm not sure totally, but this might call for a little monkey S in the... And yes, I know what it's really supposed to be. I enjoy making fun of it. But away the elephant ghost. Best beam period. In your beams, Amadeus. Plof has run out of supers and switches to regular missiles. Is at 89 health. Oh, suddenly has a new concern. 29 health. Yikes. And it's gonna... Oh. Death. Yeah, I did not quite measure if she'd had enough ammo going into it, as I mentioned, but, well, that's moot now. So this is gonna eat up a bunch of time on her side, unfortunately, having to do all that farming again, as Shala has put away Fantoon, and, rolls into the reactor room. See, that's another reason I was wondering about the grapple beam. It kills bowls, too, which are obviously more powerful than the... or more healthy, rather, than the Zebos. Oh well. Sees just missiles there, is not interested, but will, more than likely, be interested in what's over here. Yay! Last bootwear item for Shala, as Plof refights the metal ninja pirates in the dojo. Rolls through the Plower House, and... oh, this is interesting. Shala is not gonna have a look at anything else in the wrecked ship. He is gonna miss out on the plasma beam. He is just leaving, suspects perhaps after all that time he spent on Gauntlet, he might still be behind. So... oh, and does kind of the same thing Plof did in the moat there, and dips down a little low with the space jumping and collects those moat missiles. And his next destination is going to be the Red Tower again. Oh, and yet that power bomb was too high. It didn't reach the yellow door when he laid it before. Maybe he wasn't trying to open the yellow door. Alright, Plof through the grapple farming phase. Farming with the farm beam. Imagine that. Alright. Shala is dropping through here. Have to wonder what his next destination is going to be now. He has his pick of leftover places to go. He's been doing IBO thus far. He has Dragon and Ridley left. Oh, that's also a good question, Strahd. Plof is likely not going to suspect where gravity really is, so... I am not familiar enough with her to know if she's able to do Suitless Meridia or not. I guess we'll find out. Shala, coming back through the bat room, back through the pre-spacer room. Okay, Star's telling me pretty sure she is capable. So which way is Shala gonna go now? He is gonna go forward, and he is gonna go down. Yeah, I think you might be accurate about that. 2017 Rando tourney I was pretty familiar with myself. And Shala is heading on down to Norfair as... Oop! Plof spends a little more time farming this time, misses one super on the Ghidorah, then opens it, comes into Ridley with 50... 50... that'd be pretty nice. 37 supers. And, oh, glitches the middle of the screen a little bit. Interesting. Shala makes way into Bubble Mountain, checks the Bubble Mountain bottom right item. It's a super. He is going to leave that alone for now. He's going to drop through the Hanging Gardens and head through the Magdalite Tunnel. Oh, Plof is in dire straits again. She is down to 29 health once more. She is still shooting. She's... oh, the tail! Oh, Ridley's tail is such a jerk. Oh, or, Jay, Ridley's tail is so insidious. Ah. Double F. Double oof. Double monkeys. Shala has come down to the elevator and is swinging on down to Ridley's lair as well. Plof starts off once again in the wasteland. From her save point, Shala is not going left to visit GT. He is heading straight on right into Burning Man. He's going to drop down, and we'll see if he elects for any kind of attempt at... Oh! Plof takes another death, this time to the Mega Death Gigas. Ouch! Shala does not go for screw attack. He is straight into pillars. He's not going for a fast pillar setup. He's just going to wipe them out with power bombs. Narrowly evading the Puromies there. There are two of in this room. There would be the second one. They are indestructible. Phoenix, gravity is at the Mission Impossible power bombs. A spot that Shala went to eventually. Plof did not, and takes another death there, as she did not have power bombs. Shala, you're going to want to watch it too here with your health. 249 plus reverse. Yeah, just shoot the pirates. Okay, Plof hesitating for a moment. Might be starting to feel a twinge discouraged. But, ouch. It didn't last but 2 seconds that time. Shala is down to 99 health as well, and... wants to be out of the way of this last pirate. If he takes one more hit from it, his reverse will trigger. Okay, he's checking his how much he has in reverse, and it triggers it. Triggers it indeed. It was 190. That knocks him down to 140 base health. Plof is... Okay, I see. Plof is farming the key hunters for health, and or just shooting them out of the way to head up and check the fire flea item if it's another E-tank, which she could really, quite frankly, use right about now. Shala still needs to be very careful. He's gonna shoot away this last pirate, good call, and we'll see if he's... yep, he's... Oh! He's gonna go up to the mouse missiles, or the SMRAT missiles, perhaps we should call them, as Plof finds Charge Beam at the fire fleas. Maybe not exactly what she was looking for, but gives her some good backup. Gives her some good backup for attacking. Shala will check down here and find the Ice Beam. Very interesting. Lower Norfair with two quite necessary beams. The other beams were scattered around in 3 different locations. So beams all over the place in this seed. Very interesting. I'm a tiny bit disappointed that Shala did not go to the volcano and collect his smoky beam, but, yeah, Shala, you're gonna... Okay. He is pausing to collect himself, heading into the amphitheater as Plof plows straight on into another Mega Deathgiga. Takes another death. Okay. Now, I did not notice this time if she saved after getting the charge beam, so I... Oh no! Oh no, Shala, get out of there! Oh! Took another pirate hit and could not get out fast enough. The acid did him in. Okay, where was Shala's last save? It was in Meridia. Okay. That... Oh, that at the aqueduct. Oh, is that gonna set him back? Ouch! He has to do Fantoon again. He has lost the speed booster. He cannot go... I don't think he realizes now he doesn't have the speed booster. He can't go to Batwoon. And yes, he just realized it. Both of our runners having some struggles. Link pointing out that he cannot post the rip emotes quickly enough. Oh, it's bad. It's this is turning into a slaughter here. The Mega Deathgigas, I wanna look up really quickly. Yeah, watch the Xans there too, Plof. Those will knock you out, hit. Okay, yeah. The Mega Deathgigas in Lower Norfair have 800 health, while the small ones have 120 health. And yes, as game points out, the Key Hunters can drop supers. They have a 24% super drop rate as a matter. Okay, Plof makes it once more into the pre-Ridley room. He's going to be able to relax and farm up for a while. Game, Shala died to the acid in Amphitheater and took a pirate hit from one of the beams, which if he hadn't taken, he might have gotten out and survived, but it set him back a good ways. And he adjourns down to Norfair this time instead, forgetting again he doesn't have speed, so he can't run through the Penetrator. Can't run through the Great Wall. Oh. Excuse me. I will be back in just a second or three. Okay. Do pardon the smoke mistress. She was getting very thirsty. Alright, Shala checks Cathedral, excuse me, and finds an item we haven't seen. Screw attack, that'll help. That will protect him quite a lot down in the, where he is presumably heading next. He now has the crazy combo, and even though that death set him back a lot, he will have a good means to a good additional means of both offense and defense down in Lower Norfair, and furthermore, he is collecting the supers over here at Bubble Mountain. As Plof farms up enough to make it back into her Ridley fight once more. How to turn the game from hard mode to easy, absolutely. Shala looks to be a little bit tilted. I won't argue with that. And also true, at least he knows where ice and speed are. So Plof, running perilously low on supers again, switches to the regular missiles, and checks her reverse tanks, and she's gonna fill up at least some of them and goes for the whole shebang, fills up the entire reverse tank for 386 total health. And misses a number of the missiles, shoots them right into Ridley's tail. Yeah. So she does, and takes a few more Ridley hits, still shooting, still going. She has power bombs as well, so she can go to those next. Oh no, I don't think Ridley's dead yet. But I forgot she also has charge beam, of course. So, okay, so that additional save was after getting charge beam. Nice. Or maybe she went back to Fireflies and got it again, and she finishes the fight with 66 health left. Well done. Okay, so we're gonna see what's behind Ridley. Perhaps it'll be Vanilla. No, it's Spring Ball! Nice validation. Okay, and perhaps learning her lesson from the first game, she picks it up. Oh. J-Sales Incorporated has validated this run. Nice. Alright, Shala. Perhaps one additional boss down from where he was before this point last time, is nonetheless back into the worst room in the game. Back into the top of it. He's going back to get the Ice Beam. A worthy call I can certainly respect. And may perhaps also drop into Fireflies and find the charge beam, but his beam will not have nearly as much power as Plof's. Plof did not go to the... I'm going to start calling them the SMRAT missiles. She did not go there, and so she did not locate the Ice Beam. So she will not have Beam Go coming out of this. And that's... do not run through the acid without Gravity Suit. That is bad news. And so she will have to knock out the Metroids with power bombs, which won't be a problem. She has 20 of them. Max. As Shala descends Santo Poco, wiping the three amigos out one by one. And eventually we're going to see a high five. Plof is back up the wasteland, shooting the Mega Des Gigas. Wave plus Plasma is a 250 shot combo. So that would do that would be 4 shots on those Mega Des Gigas, or if it was a charge shot, 750. And Super's there at the Power Bombs of Shame, which I believe Plof also got. The question of the day. Burnin, about the 4th or 5th person to have asked, but won't hold that against him if anybody came in late. Gravity was indeed beside Big Pink on its side compartment with the giant hoppers at the Mission Impossible power bombs. Oh, Plof. Oh. Again, low on health. Be careful. Okay. It's a very powerful beam. Shouldn't have problems with the rest of these key hunters. Shala is in the dojo, has just taken care of the ninja pirates. And Plof, perhaps getting trolled a little by those blocks, getting out of there, comes back into the Fireflies room with the... Oh! Takes a hit from the Fune, goes down to 11 health, and... Oof! Lucky thing those boulders crash into the wall and explode and don't fall on you. Don't! Goes to 31 health, takes another Fune Flame. 1 health, gets a small health drop at 6. Gets a big health drop at 26. Still not out of the woods. Yeah, good call, Link. Crystal Flash. Crystal Flash while you have the opportunity. Plof, please. Waiting for the Alcoon to spring up out of the spike pits. I think she killed those two already. So, yeah, there is one more. There's one more to the left, and there's one more over here. She just took care of. Vanilla missiles and vanilla power bombs in jail, I believe. Now this, oh dear, this room is not going to be fun. Three Musketeers Franker Z room, never fun. Hit from the hibashi. Oh, good heavens. Oh, okay, she saved after Ridley. Okay, so that's good at least. She won't have to do that again. If she did happen to die here, and somehow it has not yet occurred to her to Crystal Flash. She shoots from beneath to kill Porthos, Athos, and Aramis. Gets some good big health drops. As Shala is into his Ridley fight, and does not have charge, but is perhaps a little better equipped ammo-wise than Plof may have been. Plof survives Lower Norfair, comes back out to the single-chamber room, and we'll see if she checks any more items or just pieces out of... Well, of course, she has to check more items. She doesn't have gravity yet. She does not know where gravity is, and still very low on health, still in Crystal Flash range. Okay, not anymore in Crystal Flash range. But Shala ends the Ridley fight. Nicely done. And he will check Ridley's item. He will... Nice. Almost debating for a second whether he wanted it. Plof stops to rest up a bit and farm some gamuts. Nice one, Swap. Oh. Shala's back out of Ridley's room and has the Lower Norfair escape ahead of him. As Plof is peacefully farming away, fills up her reverse tanks a bit, gets some more ammo, and runs through the speed hallway to see what she can see. More supers, less necessary now, and an X-ray scope, which she will get. She'll be able to microwave things. She still has Botswoon and Dragon left to go. They will both be microwavable. So that's a nice little convenience. And gets out of there as the lava is rising. Shala, back up through the Xan elevator. Elevator of Death in Wasteland. Plof takes a small lava bath, but escapes. No big deal. And back into the single chamber to double chamber to check out what we've got at Wave. We've seen all the major items at this point, so these all that's left is ammo and tanks now. Even though neither of our runners are aware of it. An E-tank at Wave, that'll prove useful, even though she's already been through the most dangerous part of the game. She is holding strong now at 6 E-tanks. Could have used the wave beam to get back through that gate, but oh well. And Shala does indeed check the Fire Flea item. Finds a da-da-da-da-da-da beam. Blows away those Fire Fleas with Screw Attack. The Fire Fleas didn't stand a chance. Oh, takes a Fune Flame hit there, or a couple. Only doing half as much as they did to Plof. Plof is into the North Reverse area. Got a feel for her a bit, still hasn't found that gravity suit, still has no clue that it's nowhere near here, but checks the reverse items. Just ammo. Missiles at the reverse tank, supers at the missiles. As Shala is into Franker Musketeers. Sees power bombs there. Is not intrigued in them. And oh, okay, he got robbed there. That was Skyway robbery right there by those key hunters. Oh my. Okay. Okay, that was he got trolled a good little bit there. He had reverses, but even so, whew. Okay, and it looks like Plof's next destination is going to be the Croc. Shout out to Cheese Reaver. And Mithra, you will now get to click that lovely lower left button on Plof's tracker. Well, I'm kind of good at making cute and/or strange noises on my, but fair enough. And one-shot Croc. We are not getting the Croc walk via Moonwalk, and I, for one, am disappointed about that. She doesn't whip out the grapple beam to tickle Croc's tummy either. Have I never noticed just how good Croc is? Oh, another fair point. No crumble shaft check yet. Oh, that emote. Yeah, that's a lovely one. Okay, and grabbing the horizontal spark across Croc's farming room to the PB location, where she's going to find just missiles. So this is giving Shala quite a lot of time to catch back up, and Shala's back through the cathedral now. And he doesn't need to worry about any locations. He is straight out of here. Nice easy hops up the steps with the spring ball. Yet another reason to pick up that spring ball, which Plof has learned after that first game, I hope. She heads into the cosine room. Have a look at what's in here. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be another E-Tank, and she's gonna grab it, putting her in range to do stand-up on Mother Brain, which she can do quite well and make it worth it with this particular beam combination. Ice, the weakest of the damage-adding beams, not included in her repertoire, but no biggie. That's going to drop her on down into the pantry, as Shala heads up Main Street in the fish tank en route to what is now his second to last boss, as he died putting Fantoon back in front of him. Plof finds another E-Tank at the Indiana Jones missiles, and lines up a good run and jump for the grapple item, which is just power bombs. Shala, now with ice, can indeed go to Batwoon. We'll need an ice clip using the mock droid. And Plof resets. Where was her last... Okay, her last save was Croc. Just outside Croc's farming room. Yeah, I like that spark myself, Stratlog. That's one of my standard go-to sparks out of Croc's room. A lot of runners like to start it to jump into the air and horizontal spark in midair with the door already open, post wraparound shot to just do it that way. It's a little exact for me. I prefer to just run and jump over there, open the door, and then spark. Hey, Plof is back into the bottom of the business center. I kind of missed what the croc escape item is, but we know it could only be a tanker by this point. And Shala has just completed his Sneck fight. Sit down, Sneck. You have no business going to dances here. You don't even have any arms. And Batwoon's got just supers to offer, but Shala decides he wants it, besides the fact that he doesn't have Speed Booster. And Plof is going to grab Screw Attack at Cathedral, even though she's already been through Lower Air. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would still like Screw Attack myself. Screw Attack is a lot of folks will tell you that it's not so useful anymore if you've already done Lower Norfair. Well, you might still take it a little for granted if you don't have it. Might. Okay, Shala is a space jumping merrily through the Colosseum as Plof heads over to the Ice Palace and back. And, there we go, realizing she hasn't checked the Crumble Shaft item. So she's going to do that just now. And another... Oh! I was about to say another horizontal spark, but instead she inched through that door and then realized she wanted to check that item first, which is a wise call. And it was just missiles. So Shala has entered the shrimp. So, what method are we gonna see? Well, most likely frying. As Shala has 40 missiles and 1 super. Not exactly stacked on ammo. He can do some charged shots until... Right, until indeed Dragon throws the goo at him. Oh, but she stops. Oh, I hate when Dragon does that. I hate it. That's about the time I start calling Dragon a very particular C word. But a word that shall remain nameless in commentary. A word that shall remain unspoken. Right. Dragon is being such a crock. Oh, okay. Got Dragon to grab him that time, but didn't get the quick grapple kill. He's going to have to endure the being spun around, and he better hope he doesn't take too many hits. He's got 212 plus reverse. Crustacean. There you go. Another perfect word. And that fight is over. Who's hungry for some fried shrimp? No joke, real talk. I think I'm actually going to have that for dinner tonight. Sea-pack shrimp in the freezer. I think I'm going to make it. So he's going to check the space jump item, which we know is just going to, it's just going to be a regular old ammo pack, as Plof is heading to another destination we haven't seen yet, the waterway. Oh, I love shrimp so much. Legitimately. The real deal. The waterway 'tis. And, just a moment. Okay, yeah. I suspected this was on me. I started to have a little dream freeze, but I'm sure that's on my end because sometimes my connection weakens a little bit. But Plof saw clearly there was nothing in the waterway she wanted, so she's back out. Shala emerges to Batwoon's E-Tank room, farms up some, perhaps unaware he can stand outside the sand and farm those with the grapple beam, but... Oh, okay. So she did want it. Thank you, Vernon. It was an E-Tank. So it was vanilla. Alright, and she's in the wave gate next, as Shala is dropping on through the quicksand. He will naturally head on up to the wrecked ship next for what is now going to be his final boss. As Plof is still desperately getting closer and closer. You're getting warmer. Fire, you're red hot! You're right there! Oh, we might see some rage, we might see some arm pumps, we might see some supers fired all over the place. Here it is. She's hesitating. There you go, Plof. Shala, there are the arm pump. As predicted. Shala comes up through the escape hatch, leaves the fishy alone. Oh, misses the green gate, but is back through the tunnel to the east wing of the red tower, comes up the televator, and has nothing but wrecked ship do at this point. Has pretty thoroughly gained the advantage now, I'd have to say. As Plof still has to go all the way through Meridian. Okay, maybe not thoroughly gain the advantage, but I would say he's in the lead. As what is looking like a bit less of a full path to have to traverse through and back. To get back to the ship, back to landing site, back into Crateria and Torian. And, he grabs a pretty slow jumping momentum again there, but runs on that platform and does it a bit better. I concur, Strutlock. Alright, Plof pulling out a super on that innocent blue door that never did her any harm. And breaking the power glass one more time. Alright, Shala is into the dead ship. He doesn't need to, well, he presumably remembers where speed is, so it's a toss-up whether he's gonna... Yeah, I'd say he gets that on the way back out. It's a very quick check. It's right there, and it'll help him get through the Torian escape more quickly. So, he's into the fight, into the door, as Plof sparks up Everest, rolls into the crab shaft, into Aqueduct. Get out of my way, blue door. Now, Plof, on the other hand, has speed. Not ice, but speed, and so can also go through Batwu. So both, yeah, you gotta shoot one of them. Huh. So both methods of going through that mock droid pipe room represented, funnily enough. No crystal flash clip represented, but very few runners can pull that off. Oh, and yes, we get to see our microwave. Nice. One-shot Batwoon. Anything can still happen in this race. Absolutely worth noting. Shala can still get some very slow patterns. Plof can microwave Dragon. And then, of course, our array of possible Torian shenanigans. We mustn't forget about those. And Plof, just misses out on a halfie. Shala may very well feel quite behind. Possibly glancing back and forth steadily at his SRL for the dot done. We are an hour and a half in, according to both timers. Yeah, seconded. I'm sure they do. They both do feel very behind. Oh, Shala enrages Fantoon. Well, not a huge deal. He's certainly not in any danger of dying. All that's going to cost him is an additional, 15 seconds? 20 seconds at the most? Alright, but indeed, Fantoon is about as orange as a Cheeto, and this should just cost one more... Yep, there it is. One more super. Or one more shot, even, at least. And Plof puts Dragon down. Not with an initial first microwave shot, but with a second. And she's going to have a look at the item here. It's just going to be... What could she be looking for at this point? Ice, I guess? She got, Plof got Screw Attack, by the way, Mithra. You'll want to mark that on her tracker. And, well as Dragon now, of course. That's right. That's pretty interesting. Synced final boss kill. Shala, as predicted, is indeed going to go grab his speed booster. Ah, good point, Stars. Plof might still want Ice to do the Zebetite skip. Shala now, again, has both speed and Ice. So if he chooses to Zebetite skip, he'll have his pick of methods. And, no, I'm sure he's going to just, yep, he's piecing right on out of there. Might even do a reverse ocean flow. Okay, not quite. Oh, fell in the ocean, but no big thing. I agree, ice can be a big deal in Torian. Alright, Plof is back down and out of the aqueduct. Heading next through the crab shaft and back through Everest. Shala is through the drawbridge. Definitely has the lead at this point. And the tunnel back to the landing site. He is going to jump in the ship. He is going to grab a refill. Keep burning, keep coming with the puns. Plof pausing to tickle the fish. And Shala is going to forgo a save this time, which I feel is the wise call. He can grab the, well, quite frankly, either of the saves in Torian. There is one save station right as you enter Torian on the right side at the bottom, but no one really ever uses that. It's mainly the just the pre-Mother Brain save that gets all the action, of course. Alright, Shala's back, indeed. He said he'd be back, and he was. He's down the tumbler. He is to the pink door. Plof has reached the drawbridge, has reached the tunnel, has reached the landing site once more. What will she do at the ship? Run straight on by it. And yeah, even if the statues are down, if you stand there, you'll see the flashes in the... like the jewels are blowing up from each of their eyes. Funny. Okay. So Shala can just freeze and shoot out the Metroids, an option Plof will not have. She's going to need to power bomb them. And again, it's no sweat, she has 15 power bombs. Might even get a drop or two back from the Metroids. The Metroids indeed have a 12% chance of dropping power bombs. Oh, Shala gets latched onto by one. So he's electing to just take room 2s out with power bombs himself. Get some energy for it. As Plof reaches Torian. Both runners in Torian, in headquarters. This has indeed turned out to be a semi-close race. I feel very privileged to have been able to commentate it. Thank you, Jay, for the opportunity. Thank you, Plof and Shala, for racing once more. And this is as good a time as any, of course, to mention that if you are not doing so already, please follow the runners. Thank you, Ms. Let me see if I can throw the command in there. Yep, there it is. Please follow Prof and Shala, entertaining us. Please follow the beautiful behind-the-scenes team. In this case, Jay, Mithra, myself. Please do. I enjoy being loved. Shala damaging himself down on the hopper a bit, ostensibly not going for the baby skip. And yep, not bothering with that nonsense. Just faces the correct direction. As Shala working her way through room 3. And room 4. A little zip. Kill the frames? I like to say, save the kills, frame the animals. Alright, Plof is through the two giant destructible side hoppers, through the dust chorizo, coming into the big baby room, as Shala is on through the deserted desert. Well, you save the animals. I save them sometimes. As you saw me do earlier today. I saved them just for you, in fact, Stars. Oh, that is an excellent point, Burnin. Worth noting, as always, both runners... Oh, Plof. For shame. Killing 40 innocent frames. Worth noting, as always, both runners have no idea where their opponent is, could be waiting for the dot done at any moment. Oh, Shala. Never got wave beam. There's a hard time getting that Rinka frozen in just the spot it spawns. Oh, but he gets it. He gets it frozen. And he still has screw attack on. Oh, he resets. As he realized. Wow, that's gonna suddenly make things much more interesting. As, we've got a high 5 in the pre-Mother Brain save room. Wow! And we have got an official race. Amazing. Sync. The saddest possible high 5. Awesome sync. Oh, Plof just going for the... Oh, Plof going for the Zebetite kill as Shala gets the save. Taking a very small lead once again. Has the ice beam. Oh, Plof gets the... Oh, they get there at the same time! They're shooting Mother Brain out. They still have the sync going. They're on Mother Brain 1. They're trying to avoid the Pesquetios. The Pesquetios are being so annoying, like always. This is... And Plof gets MB1 down first. I agree. Far too pog, even though I find that a stupid word. Okay, now this is where it's going to count a little more. Plof has a far more powerful beam combo. Shala is using supers first, for which I cannot blame him one bit. He is stopping at 20. He's going to switch to charge shots now. Plof is just continuing to go on with the charge shots. Will it come down to beams? Indeed. Excellent question. Do Shala stand up glitching? Oh, could be. Could be. Well, no, couldn't be now. She has too little energy. But, I doubt Shala will go for stand up. Oh! Cancel that! She still had the 300 in her reverse tanks. That puts her back to 799 health. She can indeed do the stand-up now. And suddenly, it's looking like Plof's race. Damages herself down the prescribed amount, down to 79 health, as Shala is sitting at 489 plus. Still going with the charge shots, brings MB2 to catch-up phase. Heinz 57 coming at him. And continues with the supers. Still at a point where absolutely anything could happen here. Plof might very well soft lock. It has happened. Oh, okay, I shouldn't say might very well. It's a possibility. It exists in the realm of possibilities, as Jay so eloquently put it earlier. In swings the Metroid on Shala's side, as well as Plof has temporarily stopped with the charge shot, so is just waiting for Mother Brain to step over. And Perhaps it's the restream, but I'm not sure if a lot of those shots are being charged long enough to do damage. They probably are. Sometimes the white flash just doesn't show on a restream. But Shala is most of the way through the cutscene now. About midway through the cutscene. And yes, Plof makes it to MB3. It is now thoroughly looking like Plof's race. We are going to have a Game 3. I do believe. And Plof giving Mother Brain a monocle with the bombs. Giving her the one single goggle, as it were. And all that's left for her now is the escape. Oh, okay, it's as good a theory as any, Benner. We shall see, but we shall see. I suspect by the time Shala gets back to the parlor, Plof will have done. And so Plof is through Escape Room 1, Room 2, Room 3, into the biggest pain in the butt in the whole escape, Room 4. That screw attack not exactly serving her totally well against a couple of those pirates. But she goes for the... Oh! Almost goes for the last moonfall, but slips off the edge. Oh well. While jumping off the top. I often kind of wondered if you could short charge off that length of ledge, which I have managed to do, then immediately do the moonfall. Game's last moonfall down that shaft of the room, and then spark up if you still have any time left. But the couple times I've tried it, so far I haven't had any time left. Who would kill animals just to win a race? Indeed. Plof27, that's who. And Plof27 wins the race, comes in first place, with an SRL time of 1 hour, 44 minutes. 16 seconds. Comment, died to Ridley RTA. So, I will invite her in. Desires. Toss in my own GG here. Hello, Plof.
Hello.
We haven't been formally introduced. My name is Smokey the Bear. I also go by she, her.
Nice. My name is Plof27, and I go by she, her.
Yes, I would. And your opponent is saving the animals once more. Yes, so
nice.
Without pressure this time, noticing that you've done. As the chat cheers him on, murder them.
In true speedrunning fashion.
Well, terrific race. Congrats on forcing a Game 3.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting this to go to Game 3. So I guess I'm really excited for that. Wow. I guess this race was like really close, which I guess is not that surprising because I wouldn't expect to win by a large margin, just given the skill of my opponent. But
I would say you guys have to go and watch the VOD back.
I would really like to.
Yeah,
I can only assume that Shalashalska, or however that's pronounced, I'm so sorry, had a lot of trouble finding suits. Because Varia wasn't too bad to find, but Gravity at Mission Impossible sure was something.
Well, he found both suits early because
okay.
What happened is by the time he got down to Big Pink, he had supers, which you did the meme route, so you did not, and so you couldn't go to Mission Impossible yet.
Yep.
So, but Shala, in the meantime, Shalashalska, I just assume his name is pronounced, has finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, 58 seconds. Comment, died to worst room and amphitheater.
We died to Ridley twice. And
Yeah,
then on the third try, I remembered, oh wait, I have 300 of reserves, and then I was fine, barely.
welcome, Shala.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
so wow, that that was amazing. That lead changed hands so many times. I was just telling Plof, you simply have to go back and watch it when the VOD pops up. Just just wait till you get to the Turian. That's all I can say. Watching the VOD.
I mean, with a race that close, I can only assume it was like down to Turian, and like I knew that it was probably pretty close, just because of how many minutes had gone by and all of that. So like while I was going through Turian, I was thinking to myself like, I swear to God, if that one extra item check loses me this race, like.
Okay, well, I will let you know. Plof, Ice Beam was at Mickey Mouse, and you got Screw Attack, but it never showed up on your tracker. Shala, Wave was at the volcano. Criteria landing site power bombs. You were right. And Plasma was at the wrecked ship attic.
Oh.
Yeah, red
think
side
that-
attic, plasma.
I think it actually would have lost me time to get plasma.
Were you
Yeah,
running with just
well.
ice spazer?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
And charge.
that's crazy.
And charge, yeah.
And yeah, charge ice spazer. Yeah, because we were charge wave spazer plasma.
Oh
Which
yes,
I
indeed.
think made our mother obviously made our mother brain quite a bit faster. It didn't affect Ridley because we killed Ridley with supers after the third freaking try.
Yeah. Well, Shala had a lot of supers. I would maintain what really swayed was your stand up.
Hmm.
Is
I've
that
done the categories that I run most actively are 100% in GT code. So like yeah,
right.
which also explains why I did lava dive like first try and then died 3 times to Ridley. It's like yeah, that's GT code for you.
Well, actually, I take that back because you did have a much stronger beam combo too, and you did finish
Yeah.
MB2 considerably before Shala did. So I should
Yeah.
amend that.
I would expect that the beams would make a pretty big difference because I think with our beam combo it's like 30-ish hits,
20.
but with like 20. Well, it's 20 because I didn't have ice.
Yeah,
you don't have ice, yeah.
without ice, it's 24.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
think
was
mine
between
is
20.
90 or 100. I don't remember which.
Yeah. I know it's
Ice
a lot.
And Spacer, yeah, it's 100.
I think I also used I think 45 supers as well.
I finished with was it 45 or was it I don't remember. I keep my own tracker, but I set all of the ammo counts to 69 because I think it's funny. Because there's a built-in
Well,
ammo
it kinda
counter, but
is.
now I can't see it, so.
Or a loving tribute to Wild Anaconda.
Yep.
And you are walking away with this win and 52% of items.
Yeah.
Shala's 45.
Yeah.
So game 3 hype. Everyone's excited about that. Any other particular standout moments for you, or anything you feel particularly good or maybe not so good about?
I regret checking Shack Tool.
I regret Lower Norfair. I mean, like, routing-wise, it was a good choice, but I was like, yeah, I could do Lower Norfair without gravity. I won't die. I died. I died many times.
Yeah.
Oh, death.
What I should have done is just done a pretty much go mode Lower Norfair before going to like just after getting like checking the high jump items. I should have just done go mode Lower Norfair.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much after checking ice and high jump, I just went straight to Lower Norfair, and I was like, hopefully I'll find gravity, and then I didn't, because I checked gravity super late because I didn't have I did meme route, so I didn't have supers when I got to Pink Bread, so I like did all of Lower Norfair, left, checked all of Upper Norfair, then went back into Pink Bread, finally found gravity, and then I also had found X-ray, I don't remember where, and then Microwave Dragon beat the game.
Where'd you get your first supers?
Spo.
Okay.
Freaking Spore Spawn.
Yeah, it was a required Spore Spawn. That's what I thought.
They were pretty much required. X-ray, I think, was at Bubble Mountain somewhere.
Did you get them at Spo, or did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was required. The only other location that I didn't check that they could be at would be the right side landing site. which was something.
Wave, right?
Wave.
Yeah.
I didn't check
Yeah.
Mother Brain. Mother Brain missiles was like the one item that I hadn't checked.
That was nothing importance.
Yeah. You're right. Like nothing interesting. Whatever. Moving on.
Okay, couple quick announcements. Jay reminding us all about the exhibition race, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday between Zosti, Sloters, Ajda, and Fuzda, commentated by Oats and Goats and Just Defend. And a slightly less interesting, perhaps less important announcement, Fry Guy giving us. Unfortunately, the combined percent is only 97, which means that Smokey did not do 100% this run. Unfortunately, that's on you guys.
I'll try to collect a couple extra items for you next time.
Oh, well, lots of love nonetheless. And terrific job, GG's. And I'm really looking forward to you guys' game 3. I hope it's as exciting as this one.
I do too.
Any additional notes, statements?
Good luck on game 3. Are you free to do game 3 now? I wasn't expecting to go this late, but I'm not doing anything.
Not really.
Oh, yeah, I
Pretty
guess
tight, so I don't want to do
probably
that.
can't put game 3 right immediately next after game 2.
Yeah, do it some other day.
And if we could, I don't know if I'd be able to commentate it. All right. Well, in that case, it looks like we have had a race on, maybe being restreamed. To not available info on the schedule just yet, but a double header at 6 and 7:30 between Fuzda and AWP. And then at 10 p.m., Commodora versus Maniacal 42. So that should be cool. And finally, at 11 p.m. tonight, Whalerinth versus Hero 82. Some of which are second rounds, some of which are not quite. Actually, no, they're all second rounds. The first round ones are the ones that have already been done today, including you guys. All right, so I guess that'll about do it then. Thank you guys so much once more. Follow the runners, chat, viewers, beloved everybody.
Thank you.
Mithra providing us with the command this time. You're welcome. And see you next mission then.